The results of a competency hearing today will tell us whether a Maine mom will stand trial. McDonald is accused of killing her 14-year-old son Quincy, plus several animals in her home in December of 2024. Members of McDonald's psychiatric team at Dorothea Dix Hospital testified that she suffers from grandiose delusion disorder and that the disorder has been resistant to treatment over the course of her 10-month stay. Part of today's hearing was also to determine if antipsychotic medication could help her reach a threshold of competency. One of the doctors on the stand said he believes she could be restored, but McDonald's defense still has concerns. In part, they say the medication may worsen her heart condition. It's unclear when a decision on the hearing will be made, but the judge is giving the parties 30 days to provide a written argument. A fire in Skowhegan this evening has left one person dead. According to the fire marshal's office, the Skowhegan Fire Department responded to the fire on Way Street at around 5 p.m. They say firefighters attempted to rescue an adult who was trapped inside, but were met with heavy fire conditions. The person inside was later found dead. The fire marshal's office says it will be on the scene investigating tonight and into tomorrow. An update now on some news out of Scarborough. Earlier today, we told you about a crash there that closed traffic in both directions on Route 1. We're having trouble popping that video up, but we'll get it in a moment. Investigators say the section between Willowdale Road and Haggis Parkway are closed. They say the road was closed for several hours. As of about 11 p.m., one lane was still closed, but traffic was able to move north and south through the other. We're told one person was injured and sent to the hospital from this crash. We're now learning that while fewer people visited Maine last year, they spent more money. That's according to a new report that was released today at the annual Maine Tourism Conference. CENTER Maine's Alex Haskell has a deeper look at the numbers from Rockport.
Business owners and state tourism leaders are inside the Samoset Resort. Top of mind is this latest tourism report, which helps them know what to expect in the year ahead.
It's a livelihood for so many people.
Tony Cameron is president of the Maine Tourism Association. He says there's no denying the importance of tourism in Maine.
So last year was a pretty decent season.
At this year's Maine Tourism Conference, Cameron has released last year's tourism report. It shows visitation in 2025 dropped by 4.4%, but even with fewer visitors, total economic impact rose by 1.2%, reaching more than $16 billion. It also shows tourists spent 3.2% more on accommodations, close to 6% more on groceries, and 1.1% less at restaurants.
We were certainly down in Canadian visitation last year.
And looking ahead, he expects some of that decline to continue. He also points to uncertainties impacting other travelers, including high gas prices and global events.
Anything that happens in the world globally, internationally, we're always very concerned about. Everything can impact travel.
But not everyone is worried, like Steve DeMillo, owner of DeMillo's on the Water in Portland.
Tourism always comes to our area. Doesn't really matter who's in the White House, who's in the Plain House, how much gas costs.
But he says business owners are feeling pressure elsewhere.
All of our expenses, energy and labor, of course, and food prices are up so high.
While those costs continue to climb, state leaders say they're focused on keeping Maine attractive to visitors.
The focus, I think, more than anything, has been on expanding our storytelling and really helping people feel connected to this place.
And despite some uncertainty, tourism leaders say they're feeling positive about the season ahead.
The demand to travel is still there, and we're pretty optimistic that we'll have a decent season.
The conference wraps up Wednesday with more educational seminars and a keynote speaker. In Rockport, Alex Haskell, CENTER Maine.